All right, folks, I'm back. Sorry it took me so long to get this video out, but I just wanted to show you I'm back in my house in Texas. Let me turn you around. All right, so here's the bus in the driveway. Doing some work on it. Got everything pulled out of it. Well, a lot of stuff pulled out of it. Trike's over there. Trailers on the street. Parked with my Yukon. All right, let's show you what's going on inside the bus. It's a mess. It's an absolute mess. All right, I just installed a outlet up here. Do a lot of things up at the front of the bus, and don't have an outlet up here, so I decided to go ahead and put one in there. Let's see, and there's my boss. All right, so what I'm currently doing is putting a diesel heater in, and I'm doing a video on that. But anyhow, I don't know if you can tell. Okay, now you probably can. I have 1.5 inches to 2 inches of foam down there underneath that board, and so I had to cut that out so that the diesel heater would sit flat on the floor. And I just coated that with bed liner so that none of the wood would be exposed to water if I had a leak down here from my water tank. So anyhow, waiting for that to dry, and then I'll put that heater back in place. The only problem I'm going to have with the heater is the fuel line, is I've got to cut my fuel line between the tank and the engine, and then put a T in, and then run and hook it to the heater. But other than that, there shouldn't be any problems. But like I said, I'm doing a video on the installation of the heater. Yeah, it's a big mess in here right now, because I pulled that out because I hadn't coated the floor underneath it yet, the pantry. So I did some coating down there on the floor, just in case. I'm doing coating all around underneath there too. That's my sink. Coating all the floors so that if water gets spilled, it will not get into the wood. And that's particle board, so you know how particle board just swells up. But everything's coming along well. I'm gonna add a shelf right there for this thing right here, and my little doggy statue. I'm also putting a shelf behind this faucet right here. It's going to go the width of this countertop, and then about to this height right here, so that this thing can still spin. It's got a cutout on. It's gonna come all the way up to here. I made it up to here so that way I can cut it back if I need to. And then it has, the bottom part has a cutout around the faucet and its base. And then this thing here has a cutout so that I can swing this thing here this way. But that's almost done. I'll show you that here in the garage in a few minutes. But yeah, it's a huge mess in here right now. That's why I'm staying in my house. So let's go see what's in the garage. By the way, what I'm putting on the floor of the bus and the trailer. All right, here's the garage. Yes, it's a huge mess still. But I'll be back here for 2, 3, maybe 4 months, getting a job, some kind of job to replenish my emergency fund so I can get back on the road. Anyhow, this is the cabinet that's going in front of the air conditioner that I just showed you, the blue air conditioner. And that'll be, see here, might have put that on backwards. You know what? I just realized I did put that on backwards. These were supposed to go this way. So I'll have to chop them off and redo that. I can't believe I did that. Well, yeah, I can. Anyhow, this is the one that is going behind the sink right here. There's the cutout I was talking about for the faucet. I'm going to have to put some bracing up here, or I'll end up putting some kind of support right here. Maybe even here too, around this piece here. My coffee maker will go there. And I haven't figured out where, and then my utensils will go right here on a slant, so they're easy to get in and out rather than straight up and down. But that's what I got going on so far. That's really about it. But yeah, I just realized that I gotta completely redo that, take that off and completely redo that. That just ticks me off. All right, so here's another item that I was working on. I have a curl bar in the bus, but I made this to organize my weights so they don't roll around. And this will now go probably in the back of my bus rather than the front. And, you know, it's got a little case there, so it keeps them all organized and keeps them from rolling around.